Rock and roll, guys. We should have a lot of new people coming in. So, Phthalo green, dark sienna, phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, midnight black, titanium white, cad yellow, and yellow ochre. We're going to come in with our big 2-inch brush right into the cad yellow and into the yellow ochre, just on the one corner, okay? Welcome to the Sunday Seascapes show. We're going to flip it over. We're going to grab the other corner with some crimson, right? Pull that out. Tap it in. Flip it over, pull it out. We're going to mix all these in together right here. Make this pretty little sunset-y color. And we have all these little differences in color on our brush. Now we prime the canvas with Bob Ross liquid white. You can see just a very small amount of liquid white, very thin coat. It's all we need. Now let's do something crazy. Just come in like this. It doesn't even matter. Look at all these differences from when we're not over mixing the brush, leaving those differences in color there. And then we get all these beautiful things, and it mixes in with that liquid white. And we get these crazy little streaks in our sky. And the more and more we go over it, we'll blend it all out. Now we're going to come into the crimson, the blue, right? Same corner of the brush, and the black. Just get them all right there. I'm going to flip it over, tap it in, mix it in. All kind of craziness. We get this really deep, dark, purpley color. And then we'll come in this way. Little X strokes, right? All these can be blended out, so don't worry about it. You can turn our brush. Do all sorts of stuff, right? The more and more we go, the less and less and less, the lighter and lighter and lighter it becomes. Okay? We need to stick a little bit, we get a little bit of blue next to this yellow that we don't want to go green, so we need to throw a little bit of crimson in there. Okay, right on the top. Give us this little buffer of crimson. And that way when we start to blend them together, they won't go green. Let's wash these brushes off.
Kim Smiles said, cold Connecticut, 24 degrees.
Ooh, it's freezing. It's actually t-shirt weather here in Las Vegas. I was outside smoking a cigarette, just had a t-shirt on. It was nice. Nice, nice, nice. For you guys wondering what I'm doing, and you haven't watched me before, I have an old beater bucket with a golf ball basket down around the bottom. It's really nasty, but it just gives me a place to beat the brush without spraying it all over the house, right? That's what we don't want to do.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, my wife would get mad.
Hey guys, if it's your first time here, make sure that you let us know that you like the video by pressing the like button repeatedly.
Yeah, hit that like button. Just like murder it. Murder the like button. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit like. The more times you guys like the videos, the more people it will send it to. And the beautiful voice you're hearing in the background is my lovely wife, London.
Hi.
She helps me on all these live videos read out your guys' comments. So if you want to hear your question answered on video, ask it now and she'll read it out to me. Okay, we're going to come in clean, dry brush into our lightest area first, and we're going to start to blend. Blend and blend, and it's up to us whether we want to leave some of these differences or if we want to blend them all out. I like leaving a few little streaks. You don't know what it is. Maybe it's a cloud. Maybe it's just a different color in the sky. You never know. Always got to finish our edges, though. Got to finish the sides. It takes like 2 seconds to finish your sides, and that way you don't even have to frame your painting if you don't want to. All right, now we're going to come up into our darks. And once I go into the dark, I don't want to come back over too much into the light, okay? You can take a little bit of that crimson, pull it this way, take a little of the yellow, pull it that way, back and forth in fast motion, right? And then once we come into our darks, we really don't want to go back and touch that light. There we go. We just mix and mix and mix and mix and mix until it's all nice and soft and blended, and you can't even really tell where one color kind of starts and where one color stops. It's really nice.
Linda Butler would like to know if this painting will be available after the light.
Yes, these paintings are always for sale. All of these paintings behind me, besides this one down here, which just sold yesterday morning, are all for sale. You can find them on my Etsy store or my Shopify store. A lot of times I'm running a better sale on Etsy. I have more of an established store on Etsy, and so I like to send people there versus my Shopify. My Shopify I kind of use as the website for the YouTube channel, basically. So you can go to paintwithjosh.etsy.com and you'll find my whole store. And maybe, I don't know, 2 hours after this is done and we're done with the video, then I'll be posting it into my shops and everywhere else. So, and I'll put a link. So if you're on my Facebook page, then I'll be posting it in a little while with the link for, its availability for sale.
What about not for sale? What about the tutorial of this video?
So this video will be up forever. You can always watch it. I have, we're doing this Sunday Seascapes thing. Let's see. Where every Sunday we'll do a live seascape in front of everyone, and then on Wednesday I'll put out a landscape, like, one of these. So I paint right on the fly, and just sort of make it up as we go. I'm gonna throw in just a little bit of the blue and crimson, to make our sort of horizon line back there, right? Just for my mind. And then we can bring it in a little bit. We're gonna really change it anyway, so. Nice little purpley ocean back there. Doesn't have to be straight all the time. I always say there could be like a big swell back there if you have a little bit of difference. So don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. That's starting to look nice. We could throw like a far off thing, put some wet, and it could turn out like that other one. Starting to look good. You guys see my little Bob over here? Oh, let's put some nice little clouds in there, Bob. That's a good idea. All right. Let's kind of decide. We're going to mix up a few different colors in order to make the shadows for our clouds, okay? So this black, crimson, and blue I love. Makes this real deep, dark purple color, and then we can take a little bit of white just to see what we're working with, right? You have this nice little purpley color. Let's see. So I want to mix the same amount into there just to kind of dull it back down to that darker shade. All right, take a little bit of white, scrape up a little bit of pile, keep this guy a little bit lighter over here. I'm just smushing it on, right? We're making a big mess, but you can tell the difference in the dark and the light right here. Wipe our knife off and come up. I want to start with these really light purples, and it's going to mix as we put it in with this liquid white, but I want to start off with the lighter purples and put them much further away. Maybe we got a cloud. We'll just drop in some random bit of nothing with our knife, right? Kind of smushing it. Doesn't matter. Do anything. Doesn't really matter what happens. Because we can always take it and shape it and do other things, right? Take a 1-inch brush, very lightly, kind of throw it off to the side. We don't want to mess with it too much because it will literally blend away. The more and more we mix it, the more it will be gone, okay? All right, take a little bit of that same lighter color, sneak up a little bit of the darker color, so now we're mixing it into a slightly darker shade. And maybe there's a big giant thing. See how I'm leaving a little bit of light area in between those clouds. Starts out very dark, works its way to light, and then poof, we hit another patch of dark. Okay, that's how we're going to put depth in our sky. And you can see with the knife, sometimes it drops it darker in some areas than other areas, and that's what I like, the randomness of how the knife kind of drops the paint. So then when we start to mix, it's a random mixing. You'll have darker areas and lighter areas, and it'll be lovely. Right? Leaving room in between for these things to grow. And then we'll come in very lightly, because the more, especially out here, it's the same kind of color. So the more and more we mix, the more that one will just turn into the sky. Right? Very lightly mixing, trying to leave some lighter areas in between the clouds. All over the place. Right? Then we have this giant bit of storm kind of moving in, and the more and more we mix, say if you don't like them so dark in those spots, you just keep mixing it until you like the way that it looks. And if you guys wonder why I'm looking over here and not at you, because I have a big TV over here that shows me the painting of how you're seeing it, right? I've got all of this glare with all these lights, and it's a big deal, right? We can push this dark one in front of that one, or we can leave them behind. We can do all sorts of stuff. Well, I'm going to come down into here, right? Get a little bit more storminess going on over there.
Leon says, I'm new but followed for a while your Facebook paintings. He also asks, does your paint stick out like 3D or is everything brushed?
Well, so it depends on what I'm trying to do. If I'm doing one like this down here with the nice textured trees that are real close to us, then it's going to be, hanging off the canvas a little bit. It's going to be a little bit thick. If I'm just trying to, make a nice soft faraway sky, then I don't want my clouds so thick on here that they, are popping off. I want it to be very soft. And the only parts of my paintings that are textured would be the trees if they're very close. Even if they're far away, they're still very soft. But when I started painting initially, the clouds were super thick. I was like, oh, look at look at the texture in the clouds, right? And they're like, and then I look at it now. I still have one from very early on downstairs, and it looks like hell. It looks like it looks like my daughter did it. And not to say anything bad about her, but you know, it looks like a 3-year-old threw together those clouds because they were so chunky and thick.
Yeah, but
and now I try to make everything so soft and use. I'm using such a small amount of paint versus when I very first started. You know, you're very heavy-handed, you're very thick, and now we use such a small amount that they are very soft to the touch. You can't even really tell a difference once it's dry if you ran your hand over it because it's that small amount of paint.
But do you also remember the difference when you used the paint back in like '09? You'd be like, babe, it's still
19.
not dry.
Yeah.
It's still not dry.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I don't know how long oil paints take to dry, babe. I don't know if this is weird. He'd be like, it's been 10 days and it's not dry.
Yeah, and it's not dry yet.
It's
What
because
the
your
heck?
painting's 3 inches deep.
Yeah, right. The painting was very thick back then, so they did take a long time to dry. Now I can get them to dry, especially living out here in Las Vegas. I can get paintings to dry within 3 days ish. I painted that one yesterday. This one was last week. It's already dry. I could have varnished it if I wanted to, but you know, depends. I'm a busy guy. I'm always trying to come up with things for you guys to paint, right? And I love everything that I do is a live tutorial. Even the ones that you guys watch, you know, that where I'm zooming in and out, I don't take out much. I don't edit much unless I'm sneezing or I have to cough or something. Then I'll clip the video together and kind of edit that bit out. But I don't like to do a lot of edits. I like for you guys to feel like I'm in your living room and we're painting together. That's really neat right there. Why don't we take, just to put one more little bit of color, if our horizon's back here, I want to leave it nice and light colored down at the bottom, right? But we'll put one more big kind of bluish maybe. Let's do a little bit of blue, a little bit of white. And find another place to mix over here because we don't need so much. There we go. Big old blue sucker coming in. And this is what people love. They love the differences in color in your sky, right? If you can get, whoop, it's break time down at work. Hey, State Flower guys. Where's it at? State Flower on the shirt if you can see it. There we go. But people love, you know, differences. If you can get the blue and the green and the yellows and not make green, you know what I mean? Then they love that.
Yeah, I'm here, sorry.
You left. It was break time.
Oh, it was?
I'm just going to use every single brush today because I'm too lazy to wash them.
Leon says you can bring all your paintings to his house. In case you're running out of spaces.
Yeah, if I'm running out of room. Well, they do sell not quite frequently. I did have 2 sell yesterday morning. That was great.
Patrick Boyle says, where do you get your gloves?
My gloves,
First question we've ever had.
Yeah, about where I get my gloves from.
gloves.
I get them on Amazon. I think I have them on my Amazon shop, the ones that I use. Amazon.com/shop/happy landscape art, right? Because that's what we're doing. We're doing happy landscape art. Let's put a little bit more of that blue in front of this guy. Just because I like how pretty and soft it is.
Cheryl Rhodes says, I'm running late today. I have already missed so much.
Oh,
Will
no,
there
you didn't
be a
miss a lot.
replay?
Oh yeah, it's going to replay as soon as we're done filming. It'll take a few minutes to process or whatever it does, and then it'll replay, so you'll be able to go back and see the beginning. No worries about it. And we haven't really done much. We put down a couple yellows and reds and purples and blacks, and then we made our sky out of it.
Yeah.
So
You made a sky that looks like a sky in 17 minutes. Like
17-minute sky. There we go. And ocean. I mean, we could leave it like this. This could be sand. And then it'd be a 17-minute painting. But I think that's too fast. I tried to make a half-hour painting the other day for you guys. Because I was like, I could knock out a painting in a half hour. I really could. And then I got down, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cheap. Like, you guys are used to these hour-long videos. And it's slow, and it helps you. So why am I trying to go fast? And then I ended up turning that one into an hour-long video. All right, we'll take up a little bit of our same kind of purpley color that we made these darker things with, and we'll come in and make these very far off, like mountains, way back there. Way back. Just by kind of jiggling the knife, right? Staying on our horizon line over here. Don't want to go too far into it, right? The more we go into it, the more the mountain comes to us. So, we'll just have this far off thing. Maybe it's a volcano back there. We can throw some stuff coming out of it. Whoop, whoop. Throwing the brushes all over. Now it probably has dog hair on it. All right, just kind of shaping this how we want it to look, right? Pulling it out very lightly over here because it's very thick. Right, maybe we can pull some of that back up. There we go. The more and more we come to us, the more the mountain sits into the rock, right? The further and further we come down, so we don't want it to be too dang close. We're really going to blend it. This will add a little bit of shadowing in the shape of that mountain. You see what I mean? We can come down, get a little bit of that darker color down in here.
You know, babe, if that mountain was green, it would look like that Disney shore of the volcanoes that
Oh,
say they love each other.
I lava you.
Yeah.
Throw it out like that.
Just how pretty that sky is. If the mountain was green, it would be a mini volcano.
Make it like a jungly mountain. It'd be like a jungle style mountain. Alright. I'm gonna take a little bit more of our blue, drag in from the side, just to bring our ocean back. But I don't want to cover all that pretty purple, right? So I'm just very lightly, just dumping in a little bit. Just a couple streaks. All we really need. Kind of pushing that mountain back a little bit. Now we have these little differences in color. Right? Little blue, little purple. What's going to happen? Where do we go from here? Well, we need a little bit of land underneath our guy back here. So let's put in a little bit of dark kind of separator, little disconnect from those colors. There we go. Got to pull it out straight. Come on, Josh, get it out straight.
Oh no, London's done something stupid. London opened her mouth and other people are agreeing.
Shush to the missus?
Yep, shush to the missus.
Come on, guys, don't tell my wife to shush. She's reading out your comments.
No, nobody's telling me to shush. I'm saying
okay.
I made the suggestion about Volcano, and Annette Babcock's like, Volcano would be cool, and then people started liking her comments, and I was like, oh no, London's done something bad.
No, we'll make a volcano then, fine. You guys want a volcano? Let's do it. Just throwing a little bit of white back there, just a touch, right? Doesn't have to connect. They don't even have to look like anything. It's just a far off little bit of water line.
Well, they were saying that Kay Campbell says love the mountain, so
it's about to be a volcano. All right, let's mix a little brown and white, right? Because in my eyes, and a little bit of black. My volcano is not going to be this pretty green volcano. It's going to be just a mean rock. So we'll put a little bit of black, a little bit of brown and the white together. Scrape it up, and then let's come in. Ooh, that's a nice dark color. All right, see how we're just shaking it? I know I'm going to have a slope coming down this way, but I know over here it's going to be in the shadow, right? If the sun was all coming down, all of this would be in the shadow. So we'll just pull it down and give it this nice kind of textured feel. Very softly. You see the angle of my knife is very much almost hitting my canvas, right? I'm not coming at it like this. We're not scraping it. We're just kind of scooping up a roll. I'll show you.
I'm sorry. Joe Santos just said bird turd, which made me laugh.
Yeah, bird turd.
And then Patrick
And a little
Bottle
bit of
said,
brown and white, a little bit of cad yellow.
he said, volcanoes are just male mountains.
That's funny.
Hey babe, can I just steal you for 30 seconds?
Not 30 seconds. I'm kind of busy.
Like 2?
Yeah, what's up?
Look,
What's up? What is that?
it's a rendition of that.
Oh, who did that?
Sam Creel.
Sam Creel?
Yeah.
Didn't I reply to that already?
No, it just came in right now.
Oh, nice painting, Sam. Okay, you see how we're just kind of pulling down, creating our little shadows, right? It's not even the same, it's all different. It's amazing.
Hey guys, remember that it'll send it out to your friends and tell everybody to watch it. If you
Right,
like
like
it,
this
share
video.
it, post it to your page. Whatever you can do. We can't reach everybody, and even though we try, it becomes really expensive trying to reach, 7.2 billion people.
True, true.
So
A little
anything
bit
you
more
can do
black.
to help us out would greatly appreciate it. I do want to
more
tell you,
black.
babe, at this moment in time, you have more viewers watching than you've ever had during a life.
Oh, well, welcome, everyone. Welcome. We love having fun around here. There we go. A little bit more shadowing, right? Just that it's never all the perfect thing. You got rocks that are taller and shorter, and they never all stick out the same. They're never all lit up the same. So don't make them all the same, right? What do we always say? Differences in color. For all you new guys, we always talk about differences in color. That's all we really need. Okay, now I'm going to scrape off some of this top bit if we're going to make it a volcano. I don't want to have all that thick paint kind of sitting on top there because I need to come in and make it darker. We're going to switch to the small side of the knife And maybe we've got a little bit of a kind of a opening at the top. Look at that. Look at that. See? All right, which color clouds are we gonna make come up out of this thing? It's got to be a darker color. Let's make that little purpley, just on the corner of the fan brush, just so we can kind of very lightly maybe squiggle out some bit of something.
John, I do want to let you know that your interaction in the Facebook group is proving far more beneficial than those on YouTube. We have 10 people on YouTube right now, and they do not want to talk to us.
That's okay. You don't have to talk. It's all right. There we go. A little bit of smoky fogginess coming up out of the mountain. And since we have the yellow on our palette, why not? Let's mix in a little bit of the two yellows, the cad and the yellow ochre, in with our white, but not over mix it. And then maybe we'll get a little bit of like some kind of lava coming up, exploding, shooting out of the top.
Smoke is fire.
All right, thank you.
We watched a program last night on, what was it on, Peacock?
With the Will Smith thing?
Yeah, and Will Smith, and there's a gentleman with him who is blind. They actually parasailed into a volcano.
Yeah,
and it is a phenomenal display, understanding what it's like to see it and hear it and listen to the vibrations and the detail that they go in with regards to the vibrations that exist. It's called the silent roar.
It's
Because
it's so low you can't even hear it.
The ground moves, you can feel it, but because of being sighted or unsighted, depends on how you interpret that
right there.
that noise. It's very cool. Very, very, very
All right, we're going to take a little bit of our liquid white into that same kind of mixture-ish, right? A little bit of yellow, a little bit of our crimson, just to make it that same color, but make it nice and wet and sticky. So maybe we could throw out a couple little bits of lava like they're flying up. Just a little bit, right? Male Mountains.
Babe, we're being
Always
very,
blowing their stacks.
we're being very relevant right now.
Is there a volcano erupting right now?
No, babe, there was an underwater volcano that erupted
Oh, we should have done that.
in between.
If I would have thought, see, I always tell you guys, I make this stuff up as we go. And, you know, we see what looks cool, what we think it needs, and then we rock and roll. Right? Take our 2-inch brush, we're just going to make it nice and soft. A little bit of fog at the bottom is all. Kind of rotate going in the direction. If we came down this way, we go up that way. If we come down this way, then we go the same. Imagine that. Right there. Our horizon. See, our horizon ended up from being wavy to this one little straight patch. Seems perfect.
Hey
All you
guys,
gotta do, just keep working at it.
hey guys, if you like the video and you enjoy what you're watching, please tell your friends and please share it.
Yeah, hit the
Please.
like button though on YouTube, guys. Like. If you don't like it, no one else will see it.
Yep.
It's very cool. I kind of lost my water line during that thing, so.
Rod Miller says,
Go
do
back.
you ever add things to your paintings after it dries? If so, what kind of things do you add, and should you add it after it dries?
I tend to feel after it dries, it's more difficult to work with. You kind of have to know more of what you're doing with things, and I don't know anything about what I'm doing, so I tend to like to get them done in one sitting. Right? I did one painting of a desert landscape. It was the first one I ever did. It was really big, and it took like 11 hours throughout the day. And I was, you know, we were going out, we were in the pool and stuff, but back when we had a pool, babe.
Yeah.
And then,
We were cool.
but you know, I don't like.
It's
I've
still
I've
cool.
gone back and I've added different little things like little flowers or something once it's dry, because it was too hard to do when it was wet. It just wasn't taking. But I tend to like to do them in one sitting. Show you guys that you could do anything really in one sitting in a couple hours and knock it out. All right, let's see. Why don't we switch? Let's see what this phthalo green and white would look like for
Light.
some water.
Light phthalo green.
Yeah, right. It would look much lighter.
What does green and white equal? Lighter green.
See how we're doing this? We're just making our little waves, right? But we're not going to connect them all. We just want to have a little bit of that shine on there. Leave some of those original colors underneath, right? We're not trying to cover everything. Just a little bit, and then we can blend it. If you don't like it, you blend it right out. That's the best part. You don't ever have to be, especially if you're using just a very small amount of paint, you don't have to be stuck with whatever you put up there, right? You can literally take it and blend it away, and it'll become this whole brand new, different color. Yeah, just a little bit of sheen, a little bit of Charlie Sheen on the water, or Martin Sheen, depending on how old you are.
Desiree says, hello to my favorite couple, Josh and London.
Hello, hello. Let's listen to Bob. What's he got to say? Yeah, let's get crazy. What the heck? Take a 2-inch brush. That's what we're doing, Bob. Let's do it. All right, well, let's decide on what our beach. Are we going to crash the wave to the right, or are we going to crash the wave to the left? Let's let the audience decide.
Jay Finnegan says, I've been to the world's smallest volcano, Tal Volcano in the Philippines. It sits in a lake and is active.
That's very cool.
That is right.
It's very cool. All right, are we going to crash right or left, guys? You tell me.
Crash right or left? Okay, come on, guys. This is the question.
Are we going to go this way where we can see the eye, or are we going to go this way where we can see the eye over here?
Okay, so
I clean my brushes.
Here we go. Desiree Kenny says to the left. Rod Miller says to the left. James Barlage Jr. says to the right. Cheryl Rhodes says to the right. Right now it's even. Who's going to tie it?
It's tied up. It's tied up while we're washing our brushes. There we go.
To the right has won it so far with 3 versus 2 to the left.
Okay.
Oh, John Krasniak says to the left.
Oh no!
Leon says left. Megan says left.
Uh-oh, left it looks like.
Yep, left. It's
only
left.
a few. I've only got 2 more brushes to clean.
It's left!
The rights could come in.
No, they can't. Tanya and Deborah said right, but the left is on the taken.
So it's left. This way.
Hold on. Left, right, left, right. Wave should be on the left. To the left.
To the left. To the left.
To the left. To the left. The CDC says. To the left it is, babe.
All right. So our eye is going to be here, which means we need to. No, you guys, come on. We got to put it to the right, because all the water's coming in this way.
Babe.
It's coming in this way though. It's not going to change direction.
Babe.
Yeah.
You can't put a vote out.
I can't.
50 people respond.
I can.
And then you go, nah, to the right.
To the right. You guys should know me. Come on.
To the left. To the left. To the right. To the right.
I finished the edges with our little sea color. Just up to our horizon on both sides.
James Barlage says, have to. Perspective. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, which means that it's got to come and crash like this, and we'll have a bit of beach. Yeah, okay.
Let's get it. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, now you can see the angle that we're going at like this. Up, right, or down. This is going to be our wave right there. Then we're going to have beach all in there. So let's take a little bit of our brown and black, pull in from the side.
Ken Rosloniak says, hey, Josh, frozen Michigan. It's 15 degrees here.
Woo! Well, this is a beautiful, nice, warm, kind of painting for you then.
Yeah.
There we go.
This
a little
is
bit of
giving
brown,
me
a
like,
little bit of black.
This is giving me like, Volcano Hawaii type
Feels,
yes.
vibes, as the kids say.
I got a vibe. Baby, I got it for a ride.
All right, let's put a little bit of the darker color right here in the front, like maybe now the sand gets wet.
I mean, Roberta Harris just said wave would be opposite to volcano, given the lava coming into the
Hey,
water.
the other painting on this side, there's a whole nother ocean, okay? So the volcano's sitting right in the middle. It's coming in like this. Artistic license. It is what I say it is.
Leon says, looking at your painting, I need a vacation.
Yes, put a little beach chair right here.
That's exactly what these paintings should make you feel.
Yeah, you should vacate, man.
You should, in the same logic that Mary Poppins, and Dick Van Dyke. Oh Lord, I can't remember his name. When they go to the art fair and they see art drawings that they want to get in, that's how you should feel about painting. You should want to paint something that looks totally different.
Jump in.
Yeah, totally different to either what you're used to, what you're normally seeing.
Sorry guys, I need more thinner.
Oh, I thought you were drinking.
No. So we use odorless mineral spirits. I got this at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever. No, I think it's Home Depot actually. Lowe's always had, it was hard to find odorless. There we go. And I have these old nasty cups. They're very thick cups though. You don't want to put this stuff in a thin plastic cup. It will chew through it and spill out all over your. I did it.
Trust me, I did it.
I speak from experience. I put it in a plastic cup like this, and like gasoline, it chewed right through the cup, and then my whole table was wet. It was horrible. All right. Where were we? Oh, we were gonna make a wave. I like that phthalo green color for the eye of our waves. Let's go white into that phthalo green again. And then maybe we'll decide our eye is about, don't want to make it too high. It's about right there. See if we can keep that little bit of transparent color in here for the eye of our wave. Don't need it to be too crazy, but at least that's going to give us an idea of where we're about to crash over and what else is happening over here. Now we can go backwards in a sense. Let's pick, what color would our waves be? A little bit of blue, a little bit of crimson. Let's make a little bit of purple somewhere again, maybe over here. Maybe crimson and blue, right? So if our big wave is coming like this, we're gonna crash over like that, right? Now I've been struggling with the crash, and I've seen people as well where, you know, it almost your crash doesn't come down and meet the ground. It's almost like the wave crashes on itself, which doesn't look realistic to me anyway. So it's all about the curve, right? The amount of ball that we're like chucking. We're trying to make this round, right? Maybe we'll put a big rock over here and it'll splash up. But we're trying to make it round.
Don't you cover that whole thing.
So it's like, you know, you have to try to come down and make it touch your ground. That's why I like putting in our thing first. You can see, oh, it's beautiful right here. Woo! Oh, it's beautiful. We're going to need some dark underneath, too.
Jamal Bonnie says, c'est un volcan. So I would say, oui, un volcan.
What?
It is a volcano.
Oui.
He had asked in French whether or not it was a volcano.
All right, take some of that color there. We'll start to shape what our wave is going to look like, right? That's way too much brightness, but it's going to blend in, so don't worry. All right. Pull it straight down over here. There's our little reflective area. And then, oh, that's why that one's looking good. We're going to try to blend this up so it's soft, but not covering all of that eye, right? Going to leave the top.
Don't cover the eye.
It's only really where, you know, the water becomes very thin as it rolls over that we see here. So it's not a big giant,
To the right, to the right.
you know, it's not a big giant area. There we go, that looks good. Then we're going to pull out our wave depending on what it looks like down here. Coming in. It's nice. We can fog up that whole area over there. We can put a big boulder in. We can do lots of stuff. Lots of things happening. Okay, now I want to kind of take my wave and show it moving backwards. And how are we going to show backwards motion? By kind of pulling out to the side. See that? Yeah, that? No. I mean, just from those two things. Just kind of pulling out to the side. Very softly. Not too high either. We're not going to see what the water looks like back behind the wave. Okay, pulling it out. Making it a little bit darker. Right, that's our water. Ooh, it's lovely. Come back in, and then just to match it, we'll put another little bit of a wave that's going to go behind our other wave. Maybe it ends up back over there somewhere. Right, we got our little bits of water that are coming in, and this one's about to roll over and crash. But you want to leave a bit of line in between, a bit of disconnect, right? We don't want to have all the same color. Otherwise, we'll have no depth. It won't look like we're trying to get it to look, and it'll just be nasty. Put those colors back there. Take them, maybe make them a little soft. I don't want to blend them all the way away. I want to see some of these striations as it's going, right? Hey, that looks good. Yeah, looking so good. Remember, we can always come back and fix our bit. That's just there as a guide for us. Pull that guy straight off. Because all it is, that's not our focal point, right? This is the focal point. We don't care what happens to this wave back there. There we go. All right, just kind of set it up how we like it, and then see how to go from where. Now, before we get too far away, let's take a big old rock. A little bit of crimson, black, brown, into that dark purpley pile. We just want a dark. And then let's say, in order to push the volcano back further, we have to cover some of it, right? Bring this, make it nice and dark, nice and filled in. And that way it's gonna pop itself out right in the front. Right? Don't want to go too far down because that's gonna bring it too close to us. We need this water to crash onto it. And before we get too far away, let's throw a little bit of crash. Right? Boom, coming off the rock. Then we can come in and fix that. Let's come back, take our dark color, really jut it out, make a nice hard line in front of, you know, that area. Now, we need to come in and shape our wave. It's going to come back and crash right into there. That looks pretty neat. Doesn't all have to be the same color, remember. And then we got to round it out. Like it's a roll. It's coming in. Nice little rolling motion.
Hey guys, by the way, if you don't like the sound of my voice, you can join Josh's YouTube channel, which doesn't have my voice in it, and he does go way slower if you're looking at learning some different techniques, or...
We do go slower, we explain more of what we're doing.
Babe, it's just you.
Well, me, yeah. There we go. A little bit of crashing and splashing wave coming out of there. And we'll come back in, a little bit of liquid white into our white color. And right? Bunch of waves crashing. Don't want to cover up all the dark though. Leave those dark areas in there. You need them. You need them. Pull this kind of straight down, just giving us an idea of where our sand is going to lie right there. That's perfect. Now we'll come back. I'll finish off that bit of rock. Really smush it in there. And then we'll take it very lightly because I don't want it to blend. I want it to be thick. And I just want it to cover these areas, okay? Bam, 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 bam. Not too thick because we got to get something to stick on top of it, but thick enough. There we go. A little bit shadowing down there. It's nice. All right. We might as well highlight this guy. A little bit of brown and yellow ochre. Come over here. Scrape it up. Just very lightly let it fall off. And then when you can hear your knife kind of touching on the canvas, then you know you're out of paint. You need to go back and get some more.
Thanks, Hazel. Thanks, Roberta.
What's up?
No, they just said I was awesome, and they like the sound of my voice. Hey, what's up, Julie?
Very thick,
Hello,
very
Sam.
textured. All right, we're coming in with, oh, there's our bird turd right there someone was talking about.
Bird turd.
Always end up getting like one little scrape of white in there. Very thick rock, because this is our foremost thing that we're going to be looking at, right? Thick. Throw some black in there. Just let it keep rolling on top of itself. Don't cover all of those shadows, or all of our highlights, right?
I hate you, YouTube.
Don't cover the highlights. And then we can go back in.
If YouTube's not working for you, we are on Facebook. You can go over there.
There we go.
Aw, Kanita says you're just too funny. I love listening to you, my friend.
Oh, it's cute. There we go. Nice little bit of nastiness down here, right? Just want it to be dark and thick. There we go. Nice little nasty bit. Got our wave going. Now we'll come back to our wave, throw a little bit of blue, maybe that phthalo green mix.
Light green.
Come in. Just cut it. Just
If
cut it in.
YouTube does freeze or the video freezes at any point, you can just refresh the page if you're watching on a computer. If not, and you're watching on your phone, you can always back out and come back in. That does somehow cure the issues when there is freezing and it's not freezing that I can maintain or control.
Right.
Babe, Bob's really living up to the bobblehead logic right now.
I
Every
know,
time
he's-
you touch the canvas, he
Yeah,
bubbles.
he's rocking and
He
rolling.
bubbles!
There we go. A little bit of water coming in. We need to take it and go like this. So do all that work, take it and mess it up. So we get this nice little bit of sheen. A little sheen on the water, right? Then we'll come back in over the top of that. our blue and phthalo green and white. Mix it all up. A little bit more white.
Not a chance, Ken. If you're interested in seeing what I look like, you can either go to my TikTok or you can go to my company page, which is the London Candle Company.
The London Candle Company.
I'm there, but I'm not on this channel. I do not.
I try to get her to come on the camera all the time, guys.
No, unless you scroll back to a live where we're at a facility or a function or something like that, then I'll be on the live camera then. But Sunday in my pajamas, the only artist that you have is Josh, unfortunately.
I sleep in my clothes, so I'm in my pajamas, I guess. Constantly in PJs.
Oh, thanks, James, for
It looks great,
putting my
guys.
link in here. I really appreciate it.
That looks great. A little bit. Maybe some water got trapped up in here.
Sam
It's being
Creel
pulled out.
says...
That looks fantastic.
It does
guys.
look really good, babe.
Sam Creel says, did you use liquid clear on this season?
No, liquid white to prime the canvas. Liquid white. Now, in order to make some of these guys stick out, you have to put like a little bit of dark shadow underneath them. Like it's a bit of foam kind of rolling back, getting sucked up into the wave. So just put it on the knife, press very softly, a little bit of dark. That's all we need.
Oh, thanks, Roberta.
A little bit.
What camera shows you? No
Yeah.
camera.
Zero
No
camera shows London.
But I am available on the internet. My TikTok's probably the most frequent place where my face is. Babe, that looks like fire.
Looks like what?
Fire.
Oh, thanks.
I was trying to be fun.
It's water.
The cool kids use that word to describe how something is, so.
Right? You see the angles that we're going and changing? Right? As our wave kind of climbs up, our little sea foam gets sucked up into the wave and it's about to crash over again. Does everyone see what I'm doing here? I'm going to add just a little bit of that phthalo-y green color.
Roberta!
Right?
This isn't about my face. This is about Josh's painting. Roberta said she's very pretty.
She is super pretty. A little bit of that bluish color right into there, just so we have this little implication that there's some sea foam being sucked up, right? Go a little up with our fan brush. And you see the angle, we're almost going straight up now. You know what I mean? Because the water wants to curve, so as we go here, it becomes flatter and flatter and flatter. And we're not trying to cover every single thing in sea foam either, right? That's even too dark. What happens when you push too hard? It becomes too dark.
Oh, thanks, John. Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Matt Robinson says, awesome job. The tornado from last week and the volcano from this week are on my to-do list.
Yeah, boy.
Please, 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 when you do them, please send him photos.
Damn, that thing is stuck in there. There's a little hair, guys. Ah, gotcha.
Conita, it does not matter what you think of your painting. Please send it.
Yeah, if you think it's
not-
bad, I'm going to think it's great. Just
Yeah,
because you
there's-
did mine.
There's no bad paintings.
A little bit of soft little liquid white waterline. Right? It will blend with it and blend completely away the more and more you do it. So be careful. Just like that. Then we're going to come back in with the slightest bit of dark underneath our waves. This little line of kind of shadowing underneath it. Almost where the water rolls over, you know what I mean? Very soft. Very small little micro liner brush.
James Ballage says, but does Josh think I'm pretty? Sorry, I'll sit out of the comments now.
Get out of here, James.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah. See yourself out, James. I'll talk to you after the show. Scold you. It's pretty neat, guys.
What's more likely to happen, James, is you're likely to get a message that says, yes, I think you're pretty.
Yeah. Oh, James, you are so pretty. So pretty, James. There we go.
Just quickly, while there's a bit of downtime, I will tell you that if you intend to or do go to amazon.com/shop/happy landscape art, that is an affiliate site.
Yep.
So Josh does make a couple of pennies from everything you buy. However, if you use that website and you choose to buy a yacht or a plane or a car,
Yeah, we'll appreciate that.
that would be great. You can also buy mini houses. I think they're about 50 grand on Amazon. So
Yeah,
if
the
you're
more
looking
you
for somewhere
spend,
to live,
the more you spend, the more I make. So
the
go
more
buy a
pennies
yacht.
that he makes.
Yeah.
So any sort
And
of
again, guys, support my
Penny-ish.
Etsy store and my Shopify stores. That allows me to buy more canvases and keep bringing you guys free videos, right? Fantastic free videos. My
And
pretty face. But if I run out of canvases, we're just gonna sit here and
Yeah,
be like,
we
hey
just-
guys,
It's gonna
so
be
what
like
what'd you
Sunday.
do this weekend?
Sunday stare at Josh.
Yeah. Sunday non-painting with Josh. Sunday chit chats. Trying to make that line just a little bit more noticeable. Yeah. Just a little. Can't have a peak there though, Josh. Gotta be round. There we go. Not bad.
Those colors are beautiful.
I know, they're very pretty,
Purple
right?
and that,
And the blue.
that light green.
Yeah. The lightish greenish. A little bit of dark line underneath. Just to give it that rounded feel.
Ken Rosloniak says, just paint on the walls.
I mean, I'm kind of with him.
I know, right?
I'm
I
kind of
wish.
with him.
I wish. It's the problem when you're renting. They don't like that. They don't like that. There we go. That turned out really great, guys. I'm really happy with that. Very, very happy with our live seascape and how it came out today. Sunday seascapes. We'll be doing this every Sunday. We'll do a seascape, and then on Wednesday we'll put out a landscape, and that way you guys have the best of both worlds, right?
Oh, I can't get it. Didn't freeze. I just jumped up like, ah! Nothing froze.
Babe, we can't leave.
There we go.
You can't be done.
Why not?
Because we've only been here 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good video.
But the people.
It's a good video,
The
guys.
people don't want you to leave.
Well, the problem is the longer that I stay, the more the painting will get messed up.
Oh, okay. Bye, guys.
You know what I
Thanks
mean?
for watching.
The more we stay, the more things we add, the more opportunity there is to screw something up, which is what I don't want to do. There we go. Right? Not too much. Not too much.
Oh yeah, you can also go to Patreon
Could go
and
to
subscribe
Patreon.
to Patreon, where you'll see some
I usually do like some progression photos, stuff you don't see on Facebook or
on
Instagram.
anywhere,
We'll find them on, Patreon. So
which is really just the back end. Patreon is a very geared towards people who seek to raise money for funding for artist campaigns, creators, those kind of things. That's what Patreon's for. And so if you go over there and you sign up, then you get access to behind the scenes pictures that you can't find on any other platform.
right, let's put a big tree in right here.
No, babe.
You guys know me and my trees.
Yeah, no, babe.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, the longer that we stay with it, sometimes magic just happens quickly. And the longer that you stay, the more things that could possibly, end up happening.
James Barlage Jr. says, dude, it looks so good.
Yeah, there we go. A little bit of shadowing in there. Thanks, James. James says I've helped him out a lot. You
Good.
know what? That needs to be a little higher, actually. Just to push that bit of volcano back, we need to come up into it. Take our titanium white over the top. Just not covering all of the shadows, right? It's all coming out in different ways, different times, different things are happening. Oh, you know what we did forget? Let's do a little bit of those. I hate these things because half the time they don't ever turn out the way I want them to. But a couple little wavy bits in here. They have to be perspectively right, though. You don't want them to, if they don't look right, then they just look weird. And you don't want to have too many. But they're almost like a lightning bolt or a tree branch, some kind of something. And then we're going to blend in those bits so they're not as hard. A little bit of rolling water coming up, right? But yeah, they're a pain in the butt to me sometimes.
If you're also on YouTube and you see little symbols next to, for example, John Krasniak's name, that's
Right.
because he subscribes to the channel.
Right,
So
he is
if
a
you
channel member.
if you subscribe, you can get little cool
Right, you get
icons
little
that John
emojis.
Krasniak do.
Your comments get, shown above everyone else's on YouTube. It's a couple little perks for joining my YouTube channel. There we go. A couple things. Don't need a whole lot, right? Even over here.
Leon, we're not leaving just yet.
Almost, though.
He said, thank you, have a nice Sunday. No,
Yes.
we're not going anyway yet.
We're about to leave, so
No, I don't want to leave.
don't be surprised. There we go. Made it a little bit darker over there in the
James
corner.
Barlage says, you have helped me out a lot. I encourage people to go like the channels, go watch the videos, like, subscribe, and practice along. Thank you so much.
Thanks, James. We've had a lot of people like that, like Annette and Roberta and Suzanne. We haven't heard from Suzanne in a while. She's been doing her own thing.
Yeah, she's been super busy. I've been watching that on Facebook. That's super good. She was just putting a gallery and all sorts of stuff.
It's great. Great.
But yeah, if you enjoy Josh's painting, then that would be stimulating for your eyes.
Right, and if you want something for your nose, you go to LondonCandleCompany.com.
Yay!
There we
Oh,
Change it.
Leon says my coffee's cold now because of your painting.
go. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
and you get special videos only on YouTube as well. You get all the class videos, any
It's true.
random stuff
Well-
Josh wants to upload, like him cooking.
That's true.
You'll get those videos too.
I just did a seascape. It's downstairs last night, and I was like, I did 2 paintings. I've done 3 paintings this weekend, which I normally only do 2. So I've snuck one in, and I think I'm gonna make that one another members only video. So if you want to see that video, you'll have to pay the $7.99. I know I'm a butthole, but you get 170 something free videos, right? I have to tease you guys with something in order to keep you coming. In order to get people to sign up. I gotta tease. I'm gonna tease it. There we go. I'm just gonna fix the edge over here with a little bit of black and a little bit of knife and some texture, just so it doesn't look so out of place.
And we're also open to suggestions. So if you have somebody who potentially runs an art gallery or is interested in wholesale or anything along those lines, anyone with a little boutique, send a message on Facebook and I will take care of it.
Bob, you're in the way. There we go.
Bob, you're in the way.
Let's see what he has to say. Exactly, Bob. I tell him all the time.
That was like the creepiest thing I've ever
I tell him all the time. He said, if you make a mistake and you learn from it, it's not really a mistake, right? You've learned something. You've learned not to do that anymore. Oh, I'm not going to do that one again, right? It's not all about, just chuck it in the garbage. It's about, hey, all right, that didn't work when I tried that color, or when I tried to do that, it didn't work, right? And then you remember that for next time, and you don't do it again. Ooh, that's nice. A little bit of pinkish purplish over there. What I do want to do is put a little bit of our, sea foam up on the rock itself, right? Like there's a bit of whatever's down here kind of got splashed up onto that rock over and over and over and over again. Come back in with our dark, just because it mixed in a little bit of that light color. Yeah. Not too dark, not too crazy, not all the same. So, all right, London. She left you guys.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm dealing with the child. I'm back.
What are you doing?
I'm back.
Don't leave me. All right, we're about to sign it and get out of here.
Okay, bye.
Well, I gotta sign it first.
Oh, okay. Sign first, then bye.
Yeah.
So yeah, now you know the rules, guys. You can go to YouTube, you can go to Amazon, you can go to the website if you want to buy
Go
artwork.
all over.
You can go all over the place. Sam Curl says, I now started painting on my sites because of y'all.
Nice. Yeah, you got to. It takes like 2 seconds.
Roberta!
And then you don't even have to frame it. And you have this little mini scene when you're walking down the hallway and you see all these little different colors. You're like, what is that? It makes you want to turn around and see what it is.
Roberta, there are birds there.
Yeah, they're here.
The birds are there.
The birds are part of my signature, and it's my family. It's me, my wife, and my daughter. And this is the only way that we get to travel is by flying away in our paintings. And
They're there. I can see them.
they're right there. Dude.
3 little birds. They're right there.
Yep. All right, let's sign this sucker, and we'll call it a day. Where are we going to sign? It's got to be over here. I just use liquid white to sign most of the time because I'm sick of making all these colors that we'll just throw a little bit of liquid white in there. You know what, today let's make it, since we have all this stuff on our palette,
we gonna make it multicolored
Well,
or a different color?
just like kind of crimsony brownish. See, I've got too much liquid white on there. And that's the best part about signing with liquid white. It's gone, right? Never see it again. Never see it again.
So yeah, you can go over and go to my website, which is thelondoncandlecompany.com. I am running a buy one get one right now.
Oh snap!
So you can go over there and get 8 tiny little candles. You can
They
do
are
whatever
dope,
you like.
too. You should have brought one up, babe.
Yeah, you're right. I should.
All right, let's do the last little sprinklings, okay? I have blue glitter and I have white glitter, and in this case, I think we need a little sprinkling of white glitter. So we're gonna tilt her back a little bit. I got this stuff. It's fine glitter from Recollections Glitz, 1.5 ounce from Michaels, right? It's like $1.50. We just need the smallest little bit, couple little flakes, and that way, as you're walking by in different places, it'll catch your eye and make you want to look at the painting. And I totally stole this idea from Faye Dasher Fletcher. Totally stole that idea from her in one of our art offs. At the very end, she sprinkled it with glitter, and I was like, "Oh, I've been meaning to try that for a long time, and just never, pulled the trigger on the glitter." And then after I saw her do it, I was like, "That's it, I'm getting glitter." And it's awesome. It just
A
looks
grown man in a
Yeah,
in a
it's
glass
so
going,
glittery.
Excuse
You should
me,
see
where's your glitter?
like this little catch is full of glitter. There's glitter all over the table. There's glitter in my little liquid white tin. There's glitter everywhere, all over the place. And that's fantastic. All right, well, thanks guys for tuning in, and always support the stores. Paintwithjosh.etsy.com. You can go to paintwithjosh.com. You can go to thelondoncandlecompany.com. Subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/c/paintwithjosh. The C stands for channel. Okay.
You can also go to paintwithjosh.com, and there is a link there as well.
True. Yeah. If you paintwithjosh.com is my gateway to my YouTube channel, right?
Gateway to everything.
You can go get your supplies if you want this easel or this canvas or the brushes that we use or the little micro liner brushes. They're all in my Amazon affiliate shop, amazon.com/shop/happylandscapeart. Okay? Almost missed the little bottom corner. No one told me down there.
Sorry, babe. Bottom corner.
Yeah. So, besides all of those different places, you can always catch us on YouTube and Facebook live on Sunday, and we'll always come up with something right out of our heads. Try to not make it look like anything we've ever painted before, and try to show you along the way how to, create certain things or have a certain look or help you with something you've been struggling with. So, we really appreciate when you guys come and hang out with us. Hit that like button and hit the share button, copy the link, post it to Facebook, send it to your grandma in a text message, send it everywhere, right? But
Please.
First, hit that like button. The more
Please.
likes we get on the videos, the more it will open it up to more people who like to paint and more people who like to paint. And then maybe I'll be knocking on Yovette's door soon. Like, "Hi, I'm almost catching up to you." Right now, I'm like 10% of what she has.
Yes.
So I love Yovette, though. She's so sweet. But yeah, besides that, trying to catch up, guys, and I need your help. So like the videos, share the videos, send them to everybody, and tell them, "Hey, this guy's pretty cool," and come watch him paint on a Sunday. So.
And it sounds nice to have my voice in the background on a Sunday, but
Right.
you can have it without on a Wednesday.
True. Yeah, we do put out non-live videos. So if any video says live, it's going to have me in London in it. And any video that just says, landscape, oil painting tutorial, whatever, doesn't have London. It's just me up here alone at night and teaching you guys how to paint. So, but beyond that, we appreciate it. We love everyone. We love all the new people that joined, and we hope we were able to entertain you enough that you come back next week or on
Please.
Wednesday, right? So,
Please.
all right. Well, you want to get ready to hit the buttons?
Yeah, babe. I'm ready.
Cool. Well, we'll see
Okay,
you
we love
guys
you guys.
later.
Thanks for
And,
hanging out with us.
Yeah, London has to wait for my signature. All right, and then she hits the button, and it just.
I should have just done that.
Yeah, right then.
As soon as you.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, you guys take care. We'll see you on the next one, and we'll do something crazy, right? And we'll just make it up right off our heads. I
Yeah.
think it's more impressive, but
Yeah.
not to toot my own horn or anything. But we'll see you guys later. All right. Take care.
It wouldn't be like that. It'd be like that. It's
Like
a
a
horn,
bugle?
not a flute. Not like that. Like a ooh, ooh.
How's that go again?
Like a horn. Ooh. Do
Like
the
the
train
dog?
whistle.
Oh, you guys want to hear a train?
This is so cool.
Hang on. Oh, wait. See, now I'm under pressure.
So
There it is.
cool. Okay.
Okay,
It's
bye.
humming and whistling at the same time.
It's
Try it.
awesome. If not, you can tune in
Cool.
February 15th. We will be running I've just made that up.
Yeah.
But we won't be running
I could never paint a
on
train,
trains.
otherwise I'd do the train whistle. All right. You guys take care. We'll see you later, and have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next week.